So hello guys, I'll be teaching you guys how to play PTFS tutorial. You don't have to first select any airport, but if you really don't know how to play this game, here, hello. I'm gonna just show you the camera so that you can see me properly, but well, what you should do first is to press Great to Rockford or just press the screen over here. Like you press this or even this. You can press this and then you choose training center or even tap it on the screen. That'll be fine. And welcome to the Roblox PTFS training center here. Well, you first might, if you like love exploring, you might be seeing like the Roblox logo, an old Roblox. And a flight simulator. Oh my god, Advance Award. Okay, I've never seen this place before, but it's actually real, guys. It's a flight simulator. For some reason, it doesn't work. No! I walk past stuff. Yep, you will just see that if you love exploring this game. Well, this pilot is fake. So the first thing that I want to recommend you guys to do is to press the spawner button over here, aircraft spawner, and I'll also do the other tutorials, but there's an only single aircraft in this training center. Is this student pilot livery aircraft. You hop on by pressing the C button or press the tap on the screen. Press E or press the engine bars on iPads and your mobile devices. Press there'll be a flap button. You might see one is like a logo. But for computers right here, press Y to retract it and H to deploy it down, to put it down. Up to the games, it's each aircraft doesn't have the same flaps, okay? Just remember that. A fighter aircraft sometimes doesn't have these. You might realize after you switch on the engines, you press forward, you hold the forward button, which is W or W. You might see that the throttle bar over here would move forward. It will also, there's a notch over here. You would move forward if it hits 1. Press P to toggle reverse, and over here you press the view. And don't know how to stop. Press P again to stop reversing. Press W to go forward, press S to slow down the throttle. Also C for cameras, as you can see here, I can move my camera freely, but if I disable it, as you can see here, it doesn't work. So you can also press C if you want to use the rudder. It will appear on your screen if you use an iPad. Well, you can press A or D. Guys. But first, this is what you should take off if you're in first person. This is the classic Cessna. Oh, here, this is how you should take off. You should see you should align on the runway over here like this. This is what you should do. Align on the runway and set the flaps to 1 or 2 on this aircraft. If its maximum was 2, don't even try to set flaps number 2 because that's for landing flaps. I'll set to 2, it will be taking off very easily. So I'm setting the flap to 1. That's what I recommend for the Cessna and the other turboprop aircraft. To teach you how to land the aircraft. My recommendation here, not yet, we didn't run. You first, as you can see here, our target is to land at the training center. You have to slowly turn around, look at the arrows, follow the aircraft. Slow down to about 89%. And to land here mostly, you would need to use that one thing, press the C button. And then slow down the throttle until you reach about round about 50. Just wait until it all turns white because it'll be really good. That means your descent rate is quite good. But for me, it's not indicating it. So you can just land your own. So I'll be teaching you how to butter. That's not that butter. Oh, that's hard. And then set full reverse. And there we go. This is tutorial for starters completed. Whoa. And also the next one here is about airliners taking off and landing. Of course, it's exactly the same as the aircraft, but the one that I mean is about challenge takeoff, like challenge takeoff, like short runways takeoff challenge. Like if you want to be in a short runway takeoff competition, or even short landing competition. Apparently, for like Baltic Airfield here. Setting short takeoff challenge, so I would like to recommend DHC6 and choose any liveries, but there's sadly LEDs. Okay, press E, the same tutorial. Same thing here, don't set the flaps to full because this is way less. Literally the same thing. Guys, I just said the same thing. As you can see here, this aircraft has more acceleration. Set flaps to 1, and it also apparently in Baltic Airfield, you can also do a U-turn, which I'll be teaching you now. For the aircraft. As short as possible. Just make sure to like turn it to maximum. Also, same tutorial as that training center takeoff. Make sure to put like your nose in the middle, like over here. And as it reaches passing, when it's gone, you can just lift your aircraft. Well, very simple, right? There's this aircraft sadly has no. Also today we're also teaching about sequence. I also dismounted things like, okay, I'm not really gonna teach you that here. We're gonna return to the menu. And also the options that I said here, I enabled the wind and also, okay, this is don't set that. You can also set this over here. Like if you want to have infinite view for your flight, you can just set it to true. This is what I use. Hold space to exit. Well, next one would be doing, you know what I'm gonna do? Butter shot, like how to how to do like smooth landings. Here we go. You can just choose any airport with a large, airport that has a large amount of planes, because the aircraft that can butter land it pretty easily should be, for example, the 747, whose gears is tilted forward. Now I mean like tilted 10 degrees, like the H330, similar. Just make sure to not choose the H350. It's quite hard to butter. Like it should have bogey gears over here. Bogey. You can butter on any airplane except for these like small planes. Nah. Not even those aircraft who got like more than 2, but well, it doesn't include for the 777 and the MD-11. It's still for butter landings. Also, the one that's meant for butter landings is also the 747, all 747s, and also the Beluga, and more, and much more in the future. So I'll be teaching you. I'll be using the most butter aircraft in this game's history, the A330. Oh, of course, Swiss Airlines, because Swiss 001 just did a butter landing every time. So I guess it's an outdated aircraft. The forward, like what I said, but this is not normal runway. As you can see here, there are taxiways on these top in like large airports and international airports, guys. So what you should do is to take off. Of course, taxi on those yellow lines. Well, you can press X for camera lock, so you can lock the camera in the place. But you can still move up and down, that's what you do. Press X over here, I would like to press over here. So we could see how smooth can we land this aircraft. And how smooth can we take off. Okay, somebody just hop on the airplane because I think they love Swiss so wonder. Since you see your flap set to 1, and then you slowly lift the aircraft off. And as you can see, that was quite late. Take off, take off. That was quite late. Press the G for gears for these top aircraft here, and then you can turn around to land. Ooh, that was quite buttery. Launch mode, especially for like these top aircraft. But I'm not recommending for like if you're already ready, you're already having a steady approach. And also, don't go too close to the ground. That's the best mistake moves have ever made in this game. Go too close to the ground, you have to restore over. You can just put the gears up to make sure a normal climb is a success. Of course in real life, not here.
1,000.
Like this is what you should do. If you really like want to do a turnaround, like you should do
minimum 200.
I recommend you to set to idle if you're too classic. Like I'm pretty sweaty. Well, as you know, in PCFS you can reverse the thrust in midair, so you can just do that if you want to really slow down. Remember, it's about like putting on to land. No. Oh, there we go. There we go. Also, the stall speed was quite high on these aircraft, like 110 knots or more. Like as you can see here, I'm literally falling on this guy. And if you want to make a nice landing, you can just dodge. Okay, then make sure to just fly up a little. Because as you can see here, it's red. We can't let that happen.
Stall, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20.
Also, this is how you should pull up a little.
10, retard,
Don't even
retard.
try to check the retard. And then you slowly slow your airplane down. Just before putting the reversers in full. Well, just make sure to not overrun like this. That was too smooth. Well, as you can see here in PTFS, here I can just land a few miles and then, ooh. So, guys, that's the end of our PTFS tutorial. But before that, we need to do some extras. You can do like this radio over here, and you can also do airport shorts, so you could have a look like almost every airport in the game. Every airport, just call that. Look at this. There's so many. And also you can set failures over here. If you're on an airplane, you can just enable this. Also there's DUI options. You should enable all of them. This is submissions if you're aboard. And this is the RP items, which you can use all of them. It's mostly functional, but there's no health for damage in this game. So I guess that's the end of our episode here of our tutorial video, of course. Bye-bye!